Hi, my name is Caroline here with Humble Warrior Yoga, and today I'm going to take you through a 45-minute Mandala power flow. So the intention of today's class is to find some movement around our entire mat and also build some heat and strength. So we will start reclined. Make your way out to your space. And one of my favorite places to start in is bringing my soles of my feet together, letting my knees fall open. So if you're seeking more openness through your hips, that's a really beautiful place to start your practice. If that feels a little too intense, then I invite you to bring your feet to the outside of your mat and let your knees knock together. Just beginning to settle in here for a few moments before we find movement today. Softening your gaze or closing your eyes if you haven't done so yet already. And just beginning to notice. So in these first few moments of a yoga practice, it is so beneficial to take note of how you are showing up physically, mentally, even emotionally on any given day. And knowing that every single day we show up for a yoga practice, it's going to look different. So just allowing yourself to settle here, to acknowledge whatever that looks like for you here today. Beginning to just deepen your breath. If you haven't done so yet already, taking a little more intention through each inhale in through your nose. Exhale, let it go through your mouth. And for a moment here, just appreciating this feeling of having slowed down, having stopped. Because it is in these moments of stillness where we connect on a deeper level and are able to better understand what we need to do to care for ourselves right here, right now. Beginning to settle in on your intention for your practice today. So perhaps today there is a certain quality you want to embrace, something you really want to lean into in your practice. Maybe strength, peace, presence, whatever it is, whatever resonates with you, or something you even want to take forward with you beyond your practice, just settling into that here now. And let's continue to move through this practice and through your life, even with that at your core. Together, let's take a breath in through the nose, fill your belly, fill your lungs, biggest, deepest breath that you've taken in yet today. And when you reach the top of your inhale, just pause. Notice if you can sit a little more air in through your nose, filling your lungs just a little more. And when you reach the very top, you can't hold it in any longer. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Let's do that one more time before we begin to move. Inhale, draws that air in, let it expand through your belly, sides of your rib cage, even your chest. Feel that heat build there. And when you reach the top of your breath, pause. Notice if you can sip a little more air in through your nose. And then exhale, sigh it out, let it go. And we'll begin to find some movement. So gently blink your eyes open, take some movement through your fingers, your toes, perhaps circling through your ankles and wrists. Head draws off to one side and then the other. And draw your knees in towards your chest. Just find a hug there. Gently rock your knees off to one side and then the other, perhaps moving your knees in one direction and then the other. So finding that circling motion. And then when you are ready, settle in. We're going to bring a little bit more structure into this. So Let's take the knees over your hip bones. With your exhale, send them off to your left. Inhale, draw them back through center. And exhale, send them off to the right. So palms can either be to a goalpost, maybe out to a T, but just begin to find a little more structure here with that movement of your knees off to one side and then the other. Beginning to kick on your core if you haven't yet already. So keep more structure with your knees over your hips. Shins are just along for the ride right in front of you. And use your abdominals to draw you through center. So inhale through center. Exhale off to one side. Use the side of your core every single time you pass through center. Even out here, one more side to side. And when you are even, knees draw into your chest. Take a moment here, let your head lift off the ground. Just find some hug, total body squeeze in on your shins. And now exhale, let your head go. Just rock along the length of your spine and we'll find some energy here, find some movement. So notice how this feels a little more energizing, especially when we start in a reclined space. This is a great way to introduce some more movement, some more energy, maybe let go of some perfection, have some more fun here. One more breath, and the next time you're at the top of your mat, pause here, meet me in a seated space. So cross your legs, inhale, let's reach palms overhead. Exhale, palms come through heart center. And this time, inhale, reach your palms overhead, right palm touches down, left fingertips reach over right side. So create some space between that left hip bone, left base of your rib cage here. And exhale, switch sides, left palm touches down, right fingertips reach over, root through your right sits bone. Shoulders softens away, create openness to the front of your chest. And now reach your palms overhead. Exhale, draw yourself over your shins and you'll meet me in tabletop. So palms under shoulders, knees under hips. Right away, where we're gonna introduce some movement, make this more dynamic. So find a cat-cow with your inhale, crown of your head, tailbone draws towards the sky. Exhale, press through your palms, feel the round through your whole entire spine, chin to chest. Inhale, heart draws between your shoulder blades. Exhale, find that round. And perhaps incorporating some side body movement, that right ear can tip to your right hip bone, left ear to left hip bone, perhaps drawing your hips in one direction and then the other. Totally up to you. This is your practice. This is your 45 minutes. So doing what feels authentic in your body. Even out wherever you are. And eventually meet me in a neutral spine. Front of your head reaches forward, tailbone reaches back. With your inhale, extend your right leg behind you like you're pressing it back into a wall. Left fingertips reach forward as an option to find a little more instability, kicking more work into your core here. Now exhale, same kind of shape, we'll round. Find that chin to your chest, elbow towards your knee. Inhale, reach, re-extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, good reach. So like I said, similar movement to that cat-cow, but this time we have that balance, which is going to allow us to take us deeper into the core. Let's take 3 more like this. Just 2. Really draw your abdominals towards your spine every single time you round. This time extend and pause. One more breath. So just touch your left palm down. Right foot's gonna send over to the left side of your mat. Gaze over your left shoulder. Really nice, yes. Create some space to the right side of your body. Maybe find a rock forward and back. Create some more space to the right leg, that whole hamstring. And then find stillness, settle there. One more breath. And meet me back in tabletop when you're ready. Knee touches back under your hip. Left leg reaches back, right fingertips reach forward. With your next exhale, round, chin to chest, elbow towards your knee. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, good reach. So really create some length through your spine. Every single time you reach the fingertips forward, that foot reaches back. Finding a little more dramatic movement here than in that cat-cow. Just 3 more here. Let's find 2. Your last one all the way through. Next time you inhale, re-extend. Pause here, 1 breath. Exhale, right palm touches down. Left foot sends off to your right side. Gaze over your right shoulder. Create space through your left side body again here. Maybe rocking forward and back. And take 1 moment, 1 breath in stillness here. Next, inhale, lift that leg back up under your hip. Let's tuck the toes and send the hips back for our first down dog. So Make your way here, palms are shoulder width distant apart, ears come right between your biceps. And for my friends with tighter hamstrings, I want you to take a deeper bend through your knees. So you're allowing your chest to draw back towards your thighs. Heels send away until you feel that good stretch through your hamstrings. Few breaths here in stillness just to settle. Notice what you need to notice, draw back to your intention, and let's move in a way that really reflects that today. With your next inhale, let's lift high onto all 10 toes. Exhale, chest press back towards your thighs, heels send away. Do that a few more times. Inhale, rise high onto your toes. Exhale, chest presses back, heels send away. One last time, rise high. Exhale, chest presses back, heels send away. And with your next inhale, let's glide forward into a high plank. Meet me here. So knowing you can always take knees down to your mat, but we'll find a slow lower. So with your next inhale, we'll shift forward. Exhale, lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, hover here, one breath. And then exhale, everything touches down, untuck your toes. Inhale for baby cobra, heart draws forward, shoulder blades down here. Exhale, let it go. 2 more times, inhale. Use your breath, exhale, let it go. This time, pause in your baby cobra. Maybe take a shoulder roll. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. One more breath. And with your exhale, send yourself back for child's pose. Hips glide over your ankles. Knees can be wide or narrow, totally up to you, what feels right. And then within your next 2 breaths, meet me back in down dog. From here, let's move a little bit faster. So inhale, we rise high to the toes, shift your gaze forward, bend through your knees, and take as many steps as you need to get to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Big root to rise here. Urdhva Hastasana, upward reach, inhale. Exhale, lead with your heart center, Uttanasana. Dive down again. Halfway lift, inhale. Let's just take one more like that. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, big reach. Exhale, palms through heart center. Draw that intention in and fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step your right foot back. Join me in a low lunge. Back knee touches down. Inhale, rise. Fingertips reach. Pause for a moment here. Get good release through that right hip flexor. Iliopsoas muscle. It's a lot of tension we tend to hold there, especially if you do a lot of sitting throughout your day. Exhale, palms frame your front foot, and let's shift it back for half split. So flex through your foot. Maybe find some movement side to side with that foot. Create a little bit more space. And with your next inhale, shift it forward, back toes tuck if you're not already there. Back knee lifts, right palm plants, twist to the left. Good spinal twist here. And with your next exhale, take it to the long edge of your mat for Skandasana lunge. Bend through your right leg. Good length through that left inner thigh, and begin to flow here, just side to side for a moment. And within your next breath, make your way to the top of your mat, frame your foot. Left foot steps back, and your choice of vinyasa from here on out. So either finding that lower all the way down, or join me Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog, the down dog, totally up to you. Meet me here in down dog whenever you're through with that vinyasa. A breath here to settle. And with your next inhale, rise high to your toes, shift your gaze forward, walk or float to the top of your mat. From here, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. We reset with that half sun A, root to rise, reach. Exhale, lead with your heart, dive on down. Halfway lift, inhale. Left foot steps back this time. Let's find that low lunge again. Back knee touches down, fingertips reach, rise. Really nice. Pause here, take your moment. Openness to that left hip flexor this time. And notice where you can release a little tension, a little stress. Maybe it's that space between your eyebrows, in your shoulders, in your jaw. With your exhale, palms plant, frame your front foot, shift your hips back, half split. Keep that flex through your front foot. Maybe find some movement through your foot, side to side, up to you. Now next inhale, let's shift it forward again. Back toes tuck, right, or that left knee lifts off the ground. Plant your palm, twist to the right here. Really nice job. Find that length through your chest, through your collarbones. Another breath here in this good spinal twist. And with your exhale, let's open it up. Long edge of your mat, Skandasana lunge, second side. So your long awaited mandala flow is about to come into this practice. So just take a few more rounds of Skandasana lunge and then we'll begin to find that flow. Enjoying this moment to get some openness through your hips, through your inner thighs. And next breath, meet me at the top of your mat. Palms frame that foot. Right leg steps back and flow, your option. Eventually meeting me in down dog. And with your next inhale, right leg floats high. Exhale, right knee to chest. Draw that thigh in with your chest. Feel your core. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, shift forward. Find that heat again. Lift it as high as you can. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Find a twist across your body. Same thing here. Knee lifts high. And inhale, shift it back. This time, exhale, right foot steps forward. We find crescent lunge. Ground through that front foot. Inhale, rise. Pause here. Fingertips reach, crown of your head reaches. One more breath. With your exhale, warrior two, back heel turns down, heel to arch alignment, ground down. Inhale, reverse your warrior, palm flips back. Exhale, side angle, forearm to that front leg, or all the way down, up to you. Inhale, reverse your warrior again. Exhale, flow here. One more time, all the way through like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, extended side angle. And now this time we rise. Inhale, both palms reach towards the sky, toes tip to face the long edge of your mat. Heels turn in, seat sinks low for goddess. Palms come through heart center. Take a moment here to build heat through your lower body. One more breath. And now inhale, reach your fingertips high, lift up with your seat. Exhale, find a warrior two, back edge of your mat. Fingertips reach, toes, left toes tip to the back edge, yes. From here, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Just on that second side, nice. Inhale, reverse your warrior. This time, palms frame that front foot now at the back of your mat. Step your left foot back in your version of vinyasa from here. Really nice. Meet me in down dog again. This time, we float the right leg again. Inhale, reach. Let's find some more core work. Exhale, shift forward, thigh to chest. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, shift forward. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Find that lift of your knee as close as you can to your chest. Inhale, send it back and step it through again. This time we stay in a runner's lunge. Hips descend, heart floats. With your exhale, shift your hips back for a variation of pyramid. So that back heel can stay lifted off the ground and begin to flow here. Hips descend, heart floats. Exhale, shift it back. One more time. Exhale. This next time, shift forward. Let's find that spinal twist again. So open up, right fingertips reach towards the sky. Now, option to take this to horizon lunge. Turn onto the outside of your feet. Gaze comes over that right fingers. Find that softness through your right shoulder. Good link through that left IT band. Openness through your right side glute. And now with your exhale, let's take it all the way Skandasana, left side of your mat. Or I guess right side, totally depends on where you're working. Let's flow here, side to side. And now join me with that frame of your front foot. We're back at the top of the mat. With your inhale, back heel steps in to meet your front. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift on your inhale, crown of your head reaches. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, Urdhva Hastasana, that upward reach. Exhale, let's practice the arms here, heart shines forward. Inhale, good reach. Exhale, lead with your heart, dive on down. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, step it back to your down dog. Either stay here or I invite you to find a vinyasa, shift forward. Your choice. Build some more heat through that upper body. All right, join me here and we're gonna work that second mandala flow, taking it over to that circle around your right side of your mat this time. So with your inhale, left leg floats. Exhale, left knee to chest, shift forward. Find that heat as you draw your thigh to your chest. Inhale, shift it back. Left knee, left tricep. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, send it across your body. Find some oblique action there. Inhale, reach. This time we step the foot through, rise to crescent lunge, ground through the front foot. Inhale, reach. Pause here. Good moment to open through your right hip flexor, reach through your fingers, length through your spine. Now exhale, warrior two, back heel turns down, fingertips reach, ground down. And we'll flow here just a few times like we did before. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse, find space in your sides again. We kind of have that theme through this whole flow today. One more time. Exhale again, side angle. This time we rise, finding that reach, both palms up, toes tip to the long edge of your mat, heels turn in slightly and sink it for goddess. Let's build some heat here and we'll layer on this time. So with your inhale, keep your seat low. We'll reach the fingertips, heels lift up. Exhale, palms to your heart center, sink your seat a little bit lower. Do that again. Inhale, rise, heels lift up, seat stays low. Exhale, ground your heels back down. One more time, inhale. Exhale, take it low. One more breath here, palms stay at heart center. Exhale fully. And with your next inhale, rise, find warrior two, facing the back of your mat. Right toes tip towards that back edge. Now inhale, let's reverse the warrior right away. Exhale, side angle. One more time, inhale, reverse it. Exhale, those palms frame your foot. Send your right leg back and let's flow here, your choice. Maybe a three-legged vinyasa, maybe traditional vinyasa, or you can always come back to that baby cobra. Pause here, or pause in down dog here. We'll just take a few more breaths. And let's find some more core work. Left leg floats, inhale. Exhale, left knee to chest, shift it forward. Let's go, inhale, reach. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, shift forward. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, left knee across your chest to that right tricep. Inhale, reach it back. And this time we step it through, knee to chest, runner's lunge, hips descend, heart floats. Take a moment here. And now exhale, hips shift back, pyramid. With that variation, heel keeps lifted with that back leg. Inhale, shift forward, just begin to flow here. Your own pace, your own time. Few more breaths here. And with your next inhale, shift forward. Let's twist to the left, open it up. Find a breath, find width across your collarbones, across your chest. And with your exhale, turn onto the outside of your feet. Send your gaze over your left fingertips, that option for horizon lunge again. Feel like good openness to the left side of your glute this time. Right IT band. Next, exhale, let's take it to Skandasana lunge, long edge of your mat. Again, bend through your right leg. Lengthen through that left leg and just flow here side to side. Get that good release through your hips, inner thighs. Maybe find a balance with your palms to your heart center since we've been in Skandasana a lot today. Knowing for knee tension, back tension, you can always work higher as well, coming into a side lunge variation. Right, within your next breath, make it to the front of your mat. Again, palms frame that front foot. With your inhale, step back foot in to meet your front foot. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift on your inhale, crown of your head reaches. Exhale, fold. Root to rise here, big reach overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms. Take a moment to bring some openness in. Inhale, good reach again. Exhale, Uttanasana. Let's do that again. Slowing it down just for a moment. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, big reach. Exhale, lead with your heart. Just going straight into Uttanasana this time. Palms to your heart center. Halfway lift. Exhale, let's step it back for down dog. Meet me here or your choice of vinyasa. We're really heavy on those vinyasas today, getting some heat through those triceps for sure. And now with your next inhale, let's find some more core work in plank. Shift yourself forward. So if this doesn't feel good to be up on your wrist for this long, then I want you to bring this to your forearms, just finding some heat there. But from here, Let's step this right foot in so it comes right under your hip. Left foot steps in. So now you are in a tabletop plank. Now go ahead, step your right foot back into a high plank, left foot steps back. We'll reverse the movement. So left knee draws under your left hip into tabletop plank. Right knee draws under your right hip. Core stay strong throughout the whole thing. Hips stay steady. Left foot steps back, right foot steps back. Okay, let's do that a few more times. So follow me here. Right knee comes under your hip. Left knee comes under. Right knee, send it back. Left leg, send it back. This time, left knee under your left hip bone. Right knee under your right hip bone. Left leg, send it back. Right leg, send it back and hold here. Just another breath. And now with your next inhale, we shift forward. We have a slow lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, hover, one breath. Exhale, everything touches down, baby cobra. Inhale, heart shines forward, shoulder blades draw down your back. Exhale, let it go. 2 more times, inhale. Because it just feels so good. Bring that openness back in. Exhale. 1 more time. And now with your exhale, shift your hips back, find child's pose just for a moment. Either through center, wherever you are, forehead softens into your mat. Or option to walk your palms over to the left, bump your hips over to the right just slightly. Create some space through that side body. And if you took that variation, walk your palms over to the opposite side. Take a moment there. A few more breaths to settle. Where did your intention go? Draw it back there. Meet me back through center. Take another few breaths in child's pose here. And within your next breath or two, meet me in down dog again. Tuck your toes, hips send back. With your next inhale, right leg rises high. Exhale, draw your foot in and let's set it down. Find warrior one. So back heel turns down. Inhale, let's rise. Pause here. So here you'll find that 45-degree angle with your back foot, but hips stay shining forward. Create some space to that left hip flexor again. With your exhale, let's hinge forward. Find that draw of your heart forward. Core stay strong to support you. Inhale, rise. Just 2 more times. Exhale, flow. Inhale. Exhale. This time, pause here, and we'll make our way into humble warrior if you so choose. So either stay here or interlace those fingertips. Draw your knuckles back. Heart shines forward. Stay square with those hips and begin to draw your chest towards that front leg. So if you're seeking more shoulder openness, you can play with that placement of your arms, bringing them higher, closer to your head. Up to you where you want to take those arms. Just play with it. See what feels best in your body. And with your next inhale, let's release, rise, inhale, reach. From here, turn onto the toes. So you're bringing yourself into a crescent lunge. Bring your weight onto the ball of your back foot. With your next exhale, let's hinge forward in this crescent lunge now. And with the strength of the supporting leg, find a float into warrior three. So maybe you take a bend to that back knee and launch yourself there. Pause here, hips stay square. Option to bring your fingertips overhead, heart center long behind you, up to you. Overhead might feel a little more active, might challenge some of those upper back muscles a little bit more. And now exhale, let's bring the right palm down, open it up for half moon. Left hip stacks over your right hip bone. If you have blocks, maybe a water bottle like me at home, then I want you to take that to bring the ground closer to you. If you're feeling a little unstable today, that's a great option. Or for my friends with those tighter hamstrings, that's always a great option as well. Looking to bring the floor closer to you. Few more breaths. If you're feeling really stable here today, play with floating the right fingertips off the ground. 1 more breath. And now exhale, square your hips off, both palms touch down, half splits just for a moment. If you'd like 1 more balance challenge, perhaps wrap your palms behind your calf to your right shin. If you wobble, that's okay. Let go of that perfection. We're leaning into just finding joy within this movement. Next, exhale, palms plant, left foot steps back to your front foot, and let's halfway lift, inhale, resets. Ooh, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, or actually this time root to rise. There we go. Inhale, reach. Join me here. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Let's reset one more time. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Big root to rise, reach overhead. Exhale, lead with your heart, dive on down. Halfway lift. And with your next exhale, step your way back into down dog. Take a moment there, or flow, right? So always an option to level up, always an option to scale it back. Let it meet you where you're at today. With your next inhale, let's lift that left leg. From here, exhale, that knee comes to your heart. We step it through, back heel turns down, rise for warrior one, fingertips reach, pause. Foot is at that 45 degrees. You can always come into crescent lunge if that feels better for you. But from here, let's flow. Exhale, palms press back, heart draws forward. A little core strength there to support you. Inhale, rise. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, flow. Inhale, rise. Notice that shift of work into your front leg, front quad. Exhale, one more time. Inhale, rise, and that option to begin to make your way into humble warrior. Maybe interlace your fingertips behind you, send your knuckles back, heart draws forward. So stay rooted through your front foot, your back foot to keep your foundation really steady. If you want to take a deeper bend deeper through your front leg, knee stays over that ankle, can play with drawing your knuckles higher, just to bring openness to your shoulder in different spaces. 2 more breaths. Yes, you can. I'm here with you. Hips stay square. And with your next inhale, let's release the palms. Inhale, rise. Exhale, this time turn onto your back ball of your foot for crescent lunge if you're not already there. Exhale, let's flow forward. One hinge there. Inhale, rise. And now you already know it's coming. Let's flow into that warrior three. So find a little bit of a bend, launch into that warrior three, second side. Fingertips can reach overhead, back behind you through heart center, up to you. Hips square off. Find your breath. One more inhale. With your exhale, left palm touches down. We come into Ardha Chandrasana, that half moon. Right hip bone over the left. Open it up to the right side. And just find a few moments here. Every single time we come into a pose that challenges our balance like this, we build some more core strength. If you're feeling really steady, you can always float the fingertips off the ground, play with it. Find your drishti, that gaze on a steady point to support you. Next, exhale, both palms touch down, square your hips off for the half splits here. Standing half split. Always an option to take one more balance, wrapping the left and right palm, or maybe one or the other behind that left shin, calf. Where's your drishti? Where's your gaze? Next, exhale, that foot touches down, and let's fold Uttanasana. Meet me here. Really nice. Halfway lift, inhale, crown of your head reaches. Exhale, fold. Root to rise here, reach overhead. Exhale, lead with your heart, dive on down. Really beautiful job. Halfway lift, inhale, crown of your head reaches. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. This time, let's stay at the top for a moment. Grab onto that left palm, hinge over to your right side. Really spiral that left shoulder open, create space in that left side body again. Root to that left foot to find a little more space. And now inhale through center, exhale, just switch sides. Hinge over to that left side, openness to the right. Spiral open with that right shoulder. One more breath. And now inhale, come through center. Exhale, just fold Uttanasana. Heart comes down, back towards the ground. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, let's pause in Uttanasana. So option to bring yourself into ragdoll, but wherever you are, walk your feet wide, about mat distance for wide-legged forward fold. Begin to let your chest drape. Crown of your head drops right towards the ground. And either finding that hold of opposite palms to opposite forearms or opposite elbows, If you're still seeking more shoulder openness, then you can interlace your fingertips behind you. I encourage you to try that funky grip. So bringing that opposite thumb or finding that opposite interlace that you typically find with your palms if you're there, since we found some of that in Humble Warrior earlier. My favorite lately has been Gorilla Pose. You can take your palms under the top of your foot. That can be a really nice grounding, rooted space. And your reminder to take as much bend through your knees as you need so your heart comes towards your thighs. And from that point, lengthen through your legs to create more space through your back of your body, your hamstrings. One more breath here. And then release the clasp of your palms wherever they are. We'll halfway lift, stay in the wide forward fold. Just reach the crown of your head forward. And with your exhale, turn your heels in, toes turn out just slightly, sink your seat for Yogi Squat or Malasana. Palms come through heart center. Create some space through your hips with gentle pressure through your inner thighs. This facilitates a little more openness there. This is a really great moment to draw back to your intention, draw back to your breath. Where did it go? And from here, we'll just begin to slow it down. Taking your focus inward again. We had a very dynamic flow, almost to the point where, right, it doesn't give you a lot of opportunity to think about anything else outside of this space. Just one more moment in Malasana to just be here. And with your exhale, let's make our way into a boat pose. One last moment to build some heat through your core. Palms can come behind your thighs for some more support. Just draw your heart towards your thighs and perhaps float the thighs up towards that knee height, or maybe reach your fingertips, release that clasp of your palms. And an option to maybe extend through your fingers, your legs. You just had 2 more breaths here. Find your fullest expression today. It's gonna look different every day. Just meet yourself where you're at. One more breath. And with your exhale, soles of your feet come together, cobbler's pose. Hinge forward with a straight spine. And when you're ready, let your shoulders drape over your feet. Perhaps walking your palms forward to take a little deeper stretch before we settle into stillness. Next, inhale, gently walk yourself up and begin to make your way back into a reclined space. So we'll take a final glute stretch on each side before we settle into Malasana. Just draw your right heel over your left thigh for figure 4. Left foot can stay on the ground, or perhaps interlace your palms behind that left quad. Option to extend your left leg if you're seeking more openness through your left hamstring. If you prefer single-legged pigeon, you can always make your way there as well. And noticing this energetic shift that we are presented with at this point in our practice. And lending yourself some grace if this feels hard today, right? Some days it's going to be easier to slow down than others. Let's just continue to take inventory and pay attention to whatever we need to pay attention to right here, right now. With your next exhale, gently release and flip sides. Left heel over right thigh, your variation. Maybe extend to that right leg, create some more space in your hamstring. And just notice the heaviness in your hips, the space that's being created through your left hip. Stretch through the left glutes. Softening of your shoulders into your mat. And begin to release whenever you're ready. And we'll settle into Shavasana, a final resting pose for practice here today. Palms can be at your core, palm to your heart, palm to your core. Or if you're seeking to receive a little more energy today, I invite you to bring your palms to flip to face the sky. Wherever you are, just reminding yourself there's no right way for this to look or even to feel. No certain way that this should feel. Constantly shifting, constantly changing. And that's part of the beauty of this practice. We're able to adapt this practice to meet us where we're at, not the other way around. It's so versatile in that sense. Bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your physical body, to your mind, to your heart. Just checking in one last time before we make this shift from our mats back into our lives. And one last time, recalling your intention. And just notice if it resonates in the same way as it did when you started. Or perhaps as you begin to make this shift back into your life, you settle in on a new intention, something else you would like to embody or carry with you forward from this space. And you can always stay here as long as you'd like. Or if you're feeling ready to bring some movement back in, gently waking up through your fingers, your toes, circling through your ankles and wrists. And we'll interlace the palms one last time, reaching overhead for a full body stretch. And let your exhale draw you off to one side. One last moment to ground here. And when you're ready, meeting me in a comfortable seated space, cross-legged, cobblers, whatever feels right. We'll close practice today, bringing your palms to your heart center. And the simple meaning of Namaste is that the light in me honors the light in you. And today, in honoring of this beautiful ancient practice, I invite you to close this practice today with Namaste. The light in me is so grateful for, recognizes, reflects, and is in awe of the light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to practice with me. Namaste. Thank you so much.